That's why you keep scheduling them on your dad's night.
Thinking that Dad's just gonna break that down, things gonna be turning.
Yeah, it's gonna get your dad is going to do his replacement.
In a dream, try to run and try to scream.
Okay, so at least we know that this person's trapped in their dream, and they're in prison.
I torched myself once, and then he has to do it again.
That was funny. That was comedy.
It was still for now.
Ooh, it's our favorite no-face bunny, Bonnie. River Bonnie. Why do I need to get in a cage? Why can you not just kill me over and over and over again?
We know what you did. We know what you did. It's me. We're all here just for you. Get in a cage. While we rattle it. While we rattle it.
It's the one that Harry says he's scared of. Nightmare Fredbear.
He's probably gonna keep me entertained
That's
until
just
fucking
the
old saggy ass can get home. If not, I can get back on my fucking
phone. The new one. And basically go in between reaction videos and be on your phone and say about your phone.
Reaction videos and gaming videos and shit.
Torture, don't you know?
That's why I'm trying to get it as much as I can because I know after I delete shit. That uploaded, I'm gonna go on another massive uploading spree as I make new videos.
People, she's taking over for a little bit of just reacting. A minute, we're going to be rewatching this again at some point, just so you know.
What, you got it on your playlist too somewhere?
No. Adding it to 2 playlists. My 2 main ones. I want to quit adding, after this, I'm going to quit adding to my other one and just add to my main one. Because, I think I know what this one is, but I don't know.
Elm Street is coming back to theaters. How's it going, everyone? As always, my name is Jimmy Champagne, and if you like monsters, slashers, pretty much any movie shot during, set during, or inspired by the 1980s, this...
I like all of them.
Do I find people that you ain't subscribed to that you decide to subscribe to?
Yes, especially just because of its intro. So, monsters, slashers, and anything related to the 1980s.
Channel for you. So there's been a brief hiatus hiatus in slasher movies ever since
I
Halloween
love
Ends
the
came out.
I
All
love
we
the
really have to
80s.
look forward to right now officially is the
I
Camp
wasn't
Crystal
born
Lake
in the
TV
80s,
series
but
that
I love the
A24
80s.
teamed up with Universal to make. That's coming to Peacock, which,
Oh
I've done
my
a video on that.
I'm
I've
gonna
actually,
get
I
this
think, done
funny
a
whenever
couple
that
videos
you
on
need to
that.
watch
And
it
I am
before that comes
excited
out.
for it, but it's not exactly what I was hoping for with the return of Jason and Friday the 13th. I know that beggars can't be choosers with that franchise right now because of the whole lawsuit and how everything shook out, but I've also heard a lot is happening behind the scenes with Friday the 13th regarding a new movie, a new game, a remaster of the game that everyone knows and loves now that the license has expired with Gun Media. And yeah, a lot is happening right now with Friday the 13th, which, I'll do another video about that after this one, because as you saw in the thumbnail and the title, this is all about the return of A Nightmare on Elm Street. So the whole situation surrounding A Nightmare on Elm Street is actually pretty weird, because unlike Friday the 13th, it doesn't really seem like there's any legal troubles or anything like that holding this franchise up. The last news we heard is that Wes Craven...
The thing with Nightmare on Elm Street, people, is after Freddy versus Jason. Well, it's supposed to be after the 6th Nightmare. During 4, 5, and 6 was when the series was beginning to flop. Really. Flop. At 6, well, along with Freddy's Nightmares and stuff, but after the 6th movie, Robert Englund wasn't going to play Freddy no more, he said, but then he played Freddy for the TV show, then he said he wasn't going to play him again, then he did him for, Freddy vs. Jason, and he said that was going to be the final time he played as him, but then he came back for the Goldbergs Halloween special, and with the remake, it didn't do good with it. The remake didn't do good, so they really just couldn't find anything good for Freddy, and the only thing recent coming out is a fan movie related to Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which was set place in the real world with a demon entity taking the form of Freddy. So yeah.
estate was taking pitches on A Nightmare on Elm Street, just like they did with Scream, which ultimately got us Scream 5 and 6, and then we kind of didn't hear anything other than, TV shows were pitched, movies were pitched, it sounded like they liked some and didn't like others, and then ever since then, it's been radio silence. But the whole situation has been extremely strange, because there's no legal stuff or anything holding this franchise up from what we know, and, Halloween came out, and there was a whole trilogy of movies that were all pretty profitable, and Scream 5 and 6 were both very profitable, and horror
Scream
right now
7
seems to be the
is
only
supposed to be coming
reliable
out.
genre that you can just throw up into theaters at any time around the year, unless your budget is $150 million like the Haunted Mansion movie, or you just flat out don't market your movie like Cobweb. But for the most part, it's really seemed as of late that horror movies are kind of immune to the box office slump. There is one production studio, though, that has been gunning pretty aggressively for A Nightmare on Elm Street for a while now, and that is Blumhouse. Jason Blum has done multiple interviews about this franchise where, around the time Stranger Things 4 was coming out and Robert Englund was brought back for that, Jason Blum was kind of talking about how he was very confident that if they were able to get the rights for A Nightmare on Elm Street, he would have no trouble bringing back Robert Englund. And to be fair, his argument was that he brought back Jamie Lee Curtis to Halloween, and he also brought back Ellen Burstyn to The Exorcist Believer. But other than that, we really haven't heard much about this franchise. That is until tonight, when I sat down at my computer to start playing some Diablo 4, and then I was scrolling through Twitter or X or whatever it's called now, and I not only saw some leakers talking about a new Nightmare on Elm Street, but also some people that are like in the horror influencer world. I don't really know what to say here, but it's like some people who are pretty involved with the Nightmare on Elm Street fandom were talking about how they've also heard that stuff was happening with this franchise behind the scenes. I've also heard of some stuff happening behind the scenes from some trustworthy people, but I just wanted to get a little bit more confirmation before I made a video about all of this. So I kind of collected a few of the tweets and I sent them to my friend Critical Overlord, because this guy is right way more often than he's not. And he's leaked some stuff in DMs to me about movies that I really wouldn't make videos about that all pretty much came true. So I was like, yeah, if anyone's gonna know, it's probably this guy. And he basically confirmed that, yeah, the source who's telling us about this stuff is pretty trustworthy. Like, they can be wrong like anyone else can, of course. I always say take leaks with a huge grain of salt, because this stuff can...
But like I said, only thing I know that coming to A Nightmare on Elm Street, people, is the YouTube fan film called Dylan's New Nightmare, which is related to Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which is basically that whole movie was the person who played what the fuck was her name again? Nancy? In the Nightmare one? Yeah, Nancy.
Yes.
Well, that was it's based on her. It was the real life actor playing herself, not the character, until like the final part of the film, kind of, because a demon entity that was coming to the real world, and they took form of Freddy. And the Nightmare movies was the only thing making it to where the demon entity did not come to the real world. But after Freddy died in the 6th movie, the demon entity was able to come to the real world.
I really want to know.
What, Mom?
How your brother fucks up this damn
Chair
every fucking
time. He sits in it and rocks in it, but you can't.
time it sits and rocks, yet I can sit and rock all freaking.
If you how fast he goes and constantly
I can
hitting
still
the damn
do it
wall.
that way too, and it don't fucking.
And you think he's jumping
But
on
also, he provided me with some evidence of this person being right in the past about the Boys spin-off show, Gen V, I think it's called. So, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this leak. And I just wanted to lead up to this because, you know, when you hear about leaks and rumors, it's hard to really trust them at this point in time, but it seems like everything leaks these days, and I wanted to tell you why I'm kind of trusting these leaks. Anyway, the account that tweeted this out is called the V Scooper, and they said, a Nightmare on Elm Street requel is in development. Blumhouse has been secretly working on making a requel of the first entry of this saga. This revival is high priority. We don't have a date yet, but we shouldn't expect it so far away. And then someone named Flyboy Chris, I can't believe I have to read these Twitter names, responded, so I'm guessing it'll have to star England, and maybe by the end he passes the torch unless they already have a trilogy of sorts planned out like they did with Halloween. Very cautious about this, was not a fan of Halloween Ends at all. I mean, no one can just let it go. They gotta point out that they didn't like Halloween Ends. I get it, okay? I get it. Anyway, the tweet ends with hopes this leads to a Versus movie, though, with a great gif from Freddy vs. Jason. And yeah, I love Freddy vs. Jason. I think it's completely underrated. It came out at the perfect time for me when I saw it with my friends, and we watch it every year.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I am a Freddy vs. Jason, not apologist, like true fan. Anyway, the V Scooper responded, yep, the idea is England returns, but also heard a proposal to make Freddy CGI, but with his voice. Hope they continue with the makeup or actor instead. And
No,
yes,
no, I will not watch it if it's CGI, if it's true.
No, there's a lot to unpack here, but I'm going to start out with the thing that I think is
We
what's
don't
going to
want
make everyone's
CGI
eyebrows
Freddy.
raised.
We've seen what a CGI Freddy could look like.
Because honestly,
without it probably
Blumhouse
being
is involved
CGI
in
just
this.
because
You
of
look
the
at their mantra,
2010
their
or
model,
9
they make cheap movies. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but I'm pretty sure the maximum that they've ever really spent on movies is around $30 or maybe even $40 million. Like, I think Halloween Ends was probably one of the most expensive movies they ever made. And beyond that, you can look at some of the M. Night Shyamalan movies he helped produce, Jason Blum, I mean. And M. Night Shyamalan actually boosted the budgets of those movies by putting up His House for a Loan, which, you know, helped him out when he was making the movie and helped him get more creative control. But yeah, for the most part, Blumhouse makes fairly cheap horror movies. So when you hear CGI Freddy Krueger, I mean, all I see when those words are on my phone screen in that tweet is just dollar signs. So yeah, I don't really see Blumhouse fronting the cash to make a CGI Freddy Krueger, right? Like, if anything, they'll have a makeup Freddy Krueger and kind of use CGI on him, which is, of course, what they did to Jackie Earle Haley back in the remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street, which I've seen some people try to do the, like, 10 years later reevaluation and say, oh, everyone was wrong. This movie's awesome. I was always a fan, and it's never going to work. That is straight up one of the worst, not only remakes, but worst movies ever.
He sounds like a Batman, or
I think the reason a rumor like that would be generated, though, is because Robert Englund, of course, when he came back to be in Stranger Things 4, and he was doing a bunch of interviews for that show, everyone was asking him, hey, would you come back for a new Nightmare on Elm Street? And basically the answer he's given is that, no, he's old, his back hurts. He's like an old man now,
No,
and he doesn't have it in him to do the insane stunts.
According to that quote they just had on there. I'm too old and thick to play Freddy now, is what was highlighted in blue.
She is just as integral to this franchise as Robert Englund. She kind of exited it a little bit early, but then came back around for Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and all of my favorite movies in the franchise have Heather Langenkamp.
That's green as pig? I thought you were thinking green or
so during Mike Flanagan's Midnight Club press tour thing he was doing, people were, of course, asking her about coming back for A Nightmare on Elm Street, and she definitely seemed like she was way more game than Robert Englund, which makes sense because she's younger than Robert Englund, and
Nancy,
she's seen
where's the
Jamie Lee
dish
Curtis
soap?
come back to Halloween.
I need to clean
She's
up
seen
my
Campbell come back
my
to
butter
Scream.
knives
There's
on my
no
glove.
reason why she shouldn't be able to come back to A Nightmare on Elm Street. right? But yeah, going back to Robert
sauce.
Englund, if he really truly can't do the stunts, as much as I'd love to
And
have
other
him in the
things
movie,
on
I
it.
think the best thing we could ask for is kind of like what they
hello,
just did in
hello,
the Twisted Metal show.
hello.
I know this is a terrible example because that show isn't great, but Will Arnett is the voice of
You're gonna
Sweet
die
Tooth,
now,
and someone
Nancy.
else actually plays
Oh
the
my-
character,
it's
which, you know, they
Sweet
took
Tooth
the easy route out
from
with that one
Twisted
because
Metal.
Sweet Tooth wears a mask, so they don't have to match up the lip syncing or anything like that. But, you know, there are ways where they could use Robert Englund's voice, but have an actual actor portraying Freddy on screen, which would really be the best of both worlds here, right? Like, if you're going back to the very beginning and starting over with A Nightmare on Elm Street or doing a requel or something like that, you want Freddy to be scary to a new group of teenagers. And if he does age at all, I think we'll see him as an old man.
And we don't
at the
want
beginning
old
of the
man
movie
Freddy
because
in the
everyone
first
kind of
movie
forgot
at
about
least.
him.
We
But
don't
by some
want
twist of
old
fate, he
man
might be
thick
able to
Freddy.
get one
Old
kill
man thick
done,
Freddy
and
may
that
be
kind of puts him
nice. He's
back in
cool.
people's minds, and then we can see
We want the
generate
fucking drunk
into
uncle
sort of a
again,
new actor.
who stretches his
Honestly,
arms out and runs
that's
down the
really
fucking
the
alleyway
only
like he's a
believable
drunk
route I can
uncle.
see this taking that I can think of
Like
right
in the
now.
first
I
movie
would
when
really
he kills
love to be
the
surprised,
first
of
girl.
No,
course,
Freddy
because
is scarier
Halloween
than your Uncle
2018,
Mikey.
I mean, even
No.
from the first trailer and the
That's a
description
drunk
of the movie,
uncle. He's
we were able
scarier
to
than
guess
that.
everything that was going to happen.
Freddy
Not
is
only that
scarier
movie,
than the
but
drunk
pretty
uncle
much
in
the
the
entire
family.
trilogy, just because it's a slasher movie,
He
it's
acts like
super
the
simple,
drunk
it's never really going
uncle.
to get that complicated.
And
Even when
not
it
in
did
our
get complicated
in a
with,
more
you know,
weirder
Corey
family than
helping
ours
out
he
Michael
was.
Myers,
They
it was
act like
never
it,
like
but in
he
our
was
family, he
actually
was
going
way
to take over for
scarier.
him.
Jason's the kid. Michael's the other kid.
You gotta think, the drunk uncle in our family never had me so scared that I pulled the blanket over my head and hid and tell my mom and grandpa to tell me when the blood's off the screen.
Chucky's the kid. Jason's the grandpa. Michael's the other grandpa. Fucking the girl from the ring is the aunt. Freddy's the uncle. Tiffany is Chucky's girlfriend, the one that everyone hates in the family, especially Jason. And the Grudge Girl is the grandma. And the Xenomorph and the Predator, the Xenomorphs and the Predators are long distant cousins.
That's a fucked up family.
And Ash Williams is Freddy's dad.
That's really a fucked up family then. Now can we get back to the movie, whatever?
So
Yeah.
when you're looking at simple franchises,
Jason Goes
like
to
this,
Hell
it's
to Final
nice to be
Friday.
surprised,
Can I
but
go with
you
him?
don't want the surprises to come out of left field, and I don't.
That's a lie. That wasn't the Final Friday. After that came part 10, aka Jason X, aka when he goes to space.
Didn't Jason meet Freddy after he went to hell?
And timeline order, yes. And release order, no. After that came part 10 where he goes to space. That's set in a long distance future though, to where it would make Freddy vs. Jason. Then Freddy vs. Jason, where he was in hell still. Freddy fucking had to find his ass, blah blah blah. That would technically be part 11. And then part 12 was the remake. And then after that you had like the 2 fan films, which was Never Hike Alone and Never Hike in the Snow. They're on YouTube. And now you have the TV show coming out.
Jason got his own TV show?
Coming out soon, I think. He just mentioned it. It's coming out on Peacock. It's not about Jason, really. It's about him and his mother when he was younger.
When he's 84 and tried before he drowned?
Yes, before he became a hot, muscle hockey mask man in part 3 and 2.
Before he became the mysterious hockey mask man?
Only I said hot, take it in. Hot comes only with part 2 and 3. And 4 when he's human. Part 2 mainly when he has the fucking hair still.
No, he was never hot. That mask comes off, he's still ugly as can be.
Only from one side of his face.
He's oogly. A girl would never kiss a boy like that or bring him home to mama.
Who says the girl going to kiss him?
Are you gonna kiss the boy like that and bring him home to mama?
It's 2023 now. Okay, it's not fun making. It's not good fun making fun of the farm people. Well, it is, but it ain't. Just kidding. It's funny as fuck, especially when it's Jason. I like him better though when he's a zombie.
I'm making fun of a fictional deformed person. So how am I being mean? He's not even real. Damn.
How you know?
He's a movie character.
How you know? How you know it's not based on a true story?
It ain't like he's walking down the street and I'm yelling from my porch, you're an ugly motherfucker that I'd never kiss.
Jason, come here. Come on, Jason.
It ain't like it's a real person that I'm calling Jason and telling him he's an ugly motherfucker that I'd never kiss, even though his name ain't Jason.
Go kill some teenagers. Go back to Camp Crystal Lake, bitch. Get the fuck off my yard. You be that old lady that sees Jason Voorhees just
and
coming
tells him
up
to get the fuck off my yard. I don't care if you're gonna kill me, get the fuck off the grass, at least walk on the sidewalk.
But
You're killing my petunias.
he would say, yes ma'am. He'd be like, the fuck? Jason would be like the one to walk up to a Mexican mother. To some and be fucking and he'd be the one getting scared. He'd be forced to do fucking clean the house.
I'd be the old
all
lady
day
that
long.
lives. Because by the end he'd be saying, yes, mama. Whatever you say, mama.
Don't hit me! Michael, come here! Michael!
I'll be a good little boy now, mommy. I promise.
You bet Michael? You been fucking doing hand signals for Michael to come on. But come on, Halloween, hurry the fuck up, Halloween. Hurry the fuck up! Come on, Halloween! I've been trapped in this lady's house for days. She fucking locked me in here. Come on. At least Freddy, I know I hate your ass, but come and kill her, please.
Because I stepped on her petunias. While I was trying to kill her.
Freddy, come the fuck on, man!
And now she's treating me like my mother, so I fell in love with her. So I can't kill her to leave.
And she won't let me kill her son, who keeps talking about this Batman. Who the fuck is Batman?
And who's this furry thing they keep calling Socks? That keeps meowing at me and calling me Al.
They got a cat.
I think it's a cat.
Depending on how the form. Wait a minute, no. Depending on when Jesus was born, Batman would already be around. Because Frankenstein was already around.
And depending on if there's just a birth deformity or if there's some mental illness in there, he may not know what a cat is. Or a Batman.
He ain't the one who eats animals. That's Michael. He be like,
That's Hannibal Lecter.
no, Michael eats dogs.
Okay, and Hannibal Lecter eats humans. We're mammals. We're animals too.
I'm talking about non-humans. Non-humanoid. Okay? We don't want Hannibal to come here. I think Jason wouldn't even want his Jason versus Hannibal.
You don't want Hannibal Lecter knocking on your door looking for a snack?
No.
Why? You afraid you're going to be the first thing he finds for a snack because you're chunky and mean your brother's skinny?
No, I'm afraid that he's going to all invite us over for dinner.
And you're going to become the dinner.
No.
Because Mom's too bone. He ain't going to cook Mom. He ain't going to want it raw either. Because there ain't no meat there unless he's in the mood for some organs. I ain't doing it for no good. That's the only thing I've learned over the years.
He manipulate someone, cut their head open, and fed them their own brain. He literally fried it and then fed it to them.
Unless he wants to torture me by making me eat my own body, he's not no good to me. I'm not no good to him.
No. You see, that's why we bring over Granny and Paul. He might not want Paul though. Paul has a. Paul's a smoke. Was a smoke. Used to smoke cigarettes.
Oh, we use Granny for bait? Is she bigger than you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we can leave. By that time, Dad should have a car. So as long as it.
Granny likes to be at the door. It's running down the street.
See how Dad can eat us. Or no. You'd be like, no, people eat my family. Or me at least.
Help, you crazy animal's trying to eat me. Please take me to the loony bin. At least I'll be safe.
You sure? What if we catch him?
Unless Michael comes and kills me. We don't need one to fucking loony bin.
You know if Paul was in here right now, he'd be bitching because
She was just in the bathroom with me talking. Yeah, I know. I don't give a fuck. We're an open fucking.
Yeah, but then he does it anyways. Him and Granny never need to barge you when I'm taking a shit.
Just like him bitching about the other. Because they got to take Henry. When they want you, and technically you're the one that said it.
Doing that with
Got to give you what the package
after
fucking
the
do.
reception to Halloween ends. But yeah, from what I've heard behind the sines, there's been a pretty major bidding war
Michael
on A Nightmare
loves
on Elm
killing
Street for a
people.
long
As long as
time
it
now.
ain't
I've heard names
Halloween,
like
Mom, you're
Paramount thrown in
fine.
the mix, but
For
of
Michael,
course, Blumhouse has been
at least.
aggressively
I
going
don't know
after
about
this
Freddy.
franchise
No, I'm
because
not. I
whether
made
you
it look
like
like
it
his
or
niece, and
not,
you make
they
him
can
after
go to
me.
these bigger
You're
studios or the
fine.
rights holders
He
and
don't
say,
come
look,
until
we put out Halloween, Halloween
maybe a
Kills,
week from
and
Halloween
Halloween
at
Ends,
least.
and
That's
all of those
serious.
movies remade their budget, yes, but also
When you
made
start
a pretty
scarfing
healthy
around
profit
for
on
song,
top
it
of
ain't
it.
a week
Even
before Halloween
the
is
least
funny.
grossing movie
That
in
was
the
my
trilogy,
fear when I was a
Halloween
child.
Ends, was able to recoup not only its budget in
But
theaters,
Michael's
but
gonna
because
come
of the
for you.
Peacock deal.
He's gonna
And then they have
come
all these
walking
other
down
original horror
slowly.
movies they
That
put out
Michael
over
was
the
gonna
past few years,
mistake
like The Black
me
Phone, which I know was a huge
for his niece and come haunt me and try to kill me.
Mom, why you be afraid?
I look like the little brown-haired girl.
Mom, look at me. Why would you be afraid of someone who walks like this?
Because that's a big knife, even though I could probably kick him in the nuts and drop him or run before he gets near
You
me.
see, he fucking walking slow as fuck. Michael does. At least Jason, look. At least Jason walks like this. Still slow, but no one fucking moving his legs.
Duh, Jason puts up a fight. He might be able to keep up with Uncle Mikey's speed walking that he taught me.
And fucking Freddy just fucking runs down a fucking goddamn fucking alleyway like this. He does. He be like, I'm coming to get you, bitch.
And Freddy's just gonna grab me and pull my intestines out. Like he does in my dreams.
He be like, you a smoker? You do drugs? I can turn my fucking fingernails into fucking syringes.
I was saying, okay, I don't need a syringe. Turn him into a bong. If you're gonna kill me, at least get me high one last time.
That get you high. He just fucking, oh my god. You say that, he just pick you up. And then all the way up to the fucking sky, just be like, here, you're high now. Drop. And then he do like a cheeky one-liner. Fucking cheesy ass when he said, she told me to get her high. And then next thing you know, he just write a bomb just to fucking piss you off more.
You know your videos take forever because you constantly pause.
I'm sorry.
success.
Not complaining, just
Oops.
saying.
I unpaused,
was
but I
also a
accidentally
very
paused
big
it.
success for them. I'm sure
Freddie
they
Black.
didn't really expect that to do as well
Freddie
as
be
it
the
did,
one
but when you
fucking
make
with you
movies
more.
as cheap as Blumhouse
And he
does,
would
they
chuck
don't
you,
have
drop
to
you
do
his ass.
extremely
That's
well
outside
to
there, I
make a
think.
profit. So if Blumhouse is
Not
coming
ours,
around
but
to the
the
Wes
neighbor's
Craven estate and
street.
saying, look, all of our movies are profitable, we pay respect to the franchises to the point where a lot of these actors like Jamie Lee Curtis and Ellen Burstyn are happy to come back. That's a really good argument just from a business standpoint that I think would really go a long way in helping them secure these rights. And all they have to say is like, look, if Paramount's in the running for this, look at the last time they made a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Not only was it not profitable, but it essentially killed the franchise. So who do you want, right? The company that killed the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise to make this, or do you want us, the profitable company who knows how to make a modern prequel horror movie? Like, it's really Blumhouse's bread and butter when you're talking about their higher budget stuff compared to the low budget stuff they usually put out. Obviously, the only thing I could see holding this up would be the strike in Hollywood right now, but you know, I think that'll wrap up sooner rather than later. And of course, Blumhouse is really good at getting these movies made within a year. So if the writer's strike wraps up this year and they get going on a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie, I don't think it would really take too long before we actually get to see it come to the big screen. And I know people have a complicated relationship with Blumhouse, and I definitely do too. I love a lot of the people who work on the movies.
Is that the
and I
boy
think
that
Our neighbor says that.
Jennifer claims Pebbles' cop friend found in their house staring at him while he was sleeping one night. Wasn't creeping around all damn.
Fucking trailer. Yes, okay. A friend of ours told us that there's a kid here who runs around in his underwear who breaks into people's houses somehow here. We think that he may or may not be the maintenance man's son.
I don't know who he is. All I know is supposedly lives on that
No,
side of
Socks.
the bar.
And all the stuff
No,
he's kind of
Doc,
been
we're
doing
not
with
going
Five Nights at
out.
Freddy's, I think is awesome. Like,
No,
how
out.
people didn't like the
Do you
eyes
know why I
of the
hold you like
animatronics
to
in
the
first
door?
I'll
one,
spray
I guess.
you.
So they went back and actually fixed them, which is a
Get
cool move in my
away
opinion,
from
at
my
least.
door.
And I'm actually editing right now a
Away.
video about this, but a lot of people
Away.
were upset
You
about
watch the
Exorcist
video.
Believer already having its sequel,
Away.
Exorcist Deceiver, greenlit, but that's kind of what everyone was
Well, I'll
asking
give
for
him
with
permission to
Halloween
spray
after
you.
Halloween Kills and Ends were sort of
Oh,
like
look,
rushed
bring
into
me my
production
bottle.
and didn't really have a plan associated to them, right? Like the original plan was to make a movie with that flashback we saw in Halloween Kills, and then Halloween Kills just ended up being an extended ending, and Halloween Ends is like a completely different standalone movie. So people were like, yeah, they should kind of plan this stuff out before they greenlight it. So that's exactly what they're doing with The Exorcist. So yeah, I understand why people are upset with Blumhouse, because as much as I love the last three
Have
Halloween
fun.
movies,
Mom found
I'm
the
not
right
going to sit
setting.
here and pretend like
So
they
where
all
now
are
I
like
ain't
a
shooting a
coherent
mist at your
whole
ass.
picture, right? Like they all feel very different from each other. But yeah, as for what I want out of this movie, obviously I think it'd be cool to have Robert Englund back in some capacity, whether he's going to play a new main character or play Freddy in flashbacks or play old Freddy who then regenerates into a new actor. I just want him involved in this movie. I also would really like to see Heather Langenkamp involved in some way, if they can figure out how to retcon the third movie without really messing it up, because Dream Warriors is awesome and I don't want them to delete that from the franchise. As far as directors go, there are so many choices I could pick. Like,
Okay, if you're doing a new
use that
movie,
chair to get up there. I really hope you did.
what?
Use the white chair to get on the bar, because if not, we just had a ghost rocking our chair. Because it was rocking, so I'm hoping that socks jumped from the ground to the chair to the bar.
I think he does, since his ass is too lazy most of the time just to jump up there. You're not going out, and I don't know no how.
And you're not stealing the sunlight. Like I said, do I have to buy you your own little reptile fucking
Light?
So you can lay a bass too, like the fucking snakes and shit do?
David Gordon, I'm just kidding. I don't want David Gordon Green to work on this. He could go have The Exorcist. I would...
I got it. I don't need your help with every damn thing. God. I'm perfectly capable.
Okay, if they're making a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie, they at least have to keep number 1, number 2, and number 3 in timeline canon.
Put it back over here so I ain't gotta worry about it. It's easier just to get up and fucking grab it when he's by the door being stupid. Go look out the window. And shut up. Fuck. No one wants to hear you every night.
You broke my fucking blinds.
Go get on the desk and look out the window. It's bad enough you're throwing a little hissy fit because he wasn't here for you to sleep with.
Who wasn't here? Me?
You, so he followed me and Dad to bed throwing a little fucking meow meow hissy fucking fit because our bed's higher than yours and he didn't want to sleep by his fucking little baby ass self. But our beds are higher junk than your futon. So he got mad.
Well, at least he's probably happy that I came back, though. At least today.
Yeah, because now he can sleep by your feet like he normally does.
I don't think he wants to sleep by that tonight, at least.
Now he can go over there and sleep by your feet or legs like he normally damn does. Because you sleep with the head of your bed and you sleep down by your feet and legs.
Because we just got the news today that Scream 7 is going to be handled by Christopher Landon, who's the guy behind Happy Death Day to You, and Freaky. I am totally on board with him doing a Scream movie.
That was coming
I think
out.
he's great for that, and I was excited to see Radio Silence kind of go and do something original with a lot of the people they worked on Scream with, but, you know, I'd like to see them take over A Nightmare on Elm Street, because I think they'd be perfect for it. Andy Muschietti is someone who I was kind of like assuming would get this movie after It Chapter 2 did pretty well, because if you look at the plot breakdown of It Chapter 2, the way that movie is structured, structured is literally just a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, so it seemed like he was setting himself up with a T on that one. But you know, I like a lot of the stuff in his movies, like the stories in Mama and the It movies and The Flash are all pretty good. I just don't like the way he uses CGI, and I really don't like how much CGI he uses. So if I saw his name attached to a new Nightmare on Elm Street, I would be like, man, it looks like we are going to get a CGI Freddy Krueger. Another great option for this movie would be the Racka Racka Boys. My friend Cortland, who I made the 2 Happy Halloween movies with, and I helped him out with a ton of stuff on his channel, Odyssey the Odd. He's friends with the Racka Racka Boys, and he actually got to work on a lot of stuff and talk to me their new movie, which is an incredible movie. I'm just telling you that to let you know that any opinion I have on the movie is tainted, because I just am going to tell you it's amazing, and you got to go see it regardless, because one of my friends worked on it, and he has had nothing but great things to say about the Racka Racka Boys, and I think if anyone gets the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, it would definitely be them. But of course, I'd love to hear what you think down in the comments below. I already know a lot of people are going to be upset that Blumhouse is involved. Feel free to fire off on that. I'm still going to just wait and see if they are involved, and when they are, I'll report on it as well. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, I moved back to Michigan. That's why I am on the 3rd canonical set, I think, in this franchise history. I don't know. I've had a few other sets like Austin Evans office, but as far as permanent sets
That's not
go,
what
this
I'm
is
doing
the 3rd
over
one.
here.
I'm still getting set up here. I literally just moved in a
No, it
month
ain't.
ago, and you know, moving from an apartment to a house, a lot of my stuff still isn't
That's how
unpacked.
you do
But
it.
the first thing I had to unpack, I got to point right, is my Michael Myers mask, and then
Okay, this is basically over anyway, since the freaking whole.
It probably was
right there,
over.
and then over on the other side over here.
Like I said, it
my Michael
probably
Myers
was.
costume and things like that. I don't
It is
know why
basically.
we
That's
about
why I
this.
said
just
whatever.
wanna
I was
say,
messing
back
with you.
when-
Screaming before fucking your dad gets out.
And he said, and Dad said that we can still make reaction videos, just not all day when he was home.
What? It's happening! Feline evolution! I'm walking upright! I'm getting taller! I'm standing on the fluffing table! Frank is
I'm standing on the fluffing table.
Hey, you! We gotta have a talk. Yeah, you gotta come over here and have a talk with me. Is this how cats actually think? Is this how cats think?
What? It's happening! Feline evolution! I'm walking upright! I'm getting taller! I'm standing on the fluffing table! Frank is an incredible actor. Hey, Frank, give us an aggressive lick. Catnip is freaking me out, man. Did you hear that? Father was a meerkat? What's the matter? Cat got you tongue. It's okay, Kathy. You just drank too much. Here, I'll hold your tail back. Oh, I'm out. Hey, Patrick, look, I'm SpongeBob SquareCat.
Is that how you think? So right now I'm just thinking about looking out that window again, Mom.
Come here, Socks. I know. She
I'll return them back over there.
She took you away from your purse. Where you were.
I was gonna take him back over there, but you're just trying to be the nice one and suck up to him.
Yeah. I know. The one who feeds you in the morning is back. The one who gives you water in the morning, if you need it, is back. The one who you sleep with is back.
Yeah, he can sleep with me. He just don't like my bed because it's higher than yours.
Yeah, what's the one that he can sleep with? It may not be the one that he wants to sleep with, but it's the one that he is able to just be able to jump up on
No,
there.
he can jump up on my bed. He's just lazy.
About being lazy.
Don't touch me. Oh, is the little bitty bug gonna do something? I said, don't touch me. Pat, who used to sit here, if you bring a treat, then he'll reappear.
No, I really wonder if that's how Socks feels. Oh, is a little bitty bug gonna do something? I said, don't touch me. Wonder if that's how he feels when the spiders and shit come chasing after him. When he plays with them. Or thinks he's playing with them and he's actually getting on their nerves.
Mm-hmm. Is that what happened actually once?
Yeah.
Where?
One of our trailers, a spider on the floor.
Mm-hmm. It's like You definitely touch me again, you did. You hear me? That thing can't fly though, spider can't.
What? My father was a jackrabbit? I am the feline who throws up in the night. I am that cat.
No, Batcat don't throw up in the night.
I am
That's Batcat.
the one who. I am the one who. He went running. It's true that cats hate water. It's true.
That's why he screams like I'm murdering him every time I give him a bath.
Gas station that made you think, "Dang, this is nice." Well, recently I walked into a gas station that was so nice and so big that I literally thought to myself, I think I could live here. So that's exactly what I did. In this episode of the Studio Review, I'll be spending 48 hours straight at a truck stop. Welcome to the biggest truck stop on the East Coast, where I'm going to be living for the next 48 hours. I'm trying to blend in, so I've got my Carhartt, my boots, and this headset thing, which I'm actually just using as a microphone. I don't know, I see truckers wear these all the time. Oh, also, not to mention, I brought my truck. Over the next 2 days, I'm going to be exploring everything this place has to offer. It's got a movie theater, a gym, like 6 restaurants, a barbershop, and a chiropractor. It's even got this mall thing. It's kind of hard to explain, but I think I'm going to go there right now. This mall area was so big that it had different departments, so I spent some time exploring the clothing and shoes section, the automotive section, where I checked out, different parts for my truck. And then there was also like a gift and trinket section as well. I also thought I ran into someone I knew. Ultimately, everything was a little bit out of my price range, but I was able to find the perfect souvenir on clearance.
Be you thinking about someone you know.
$10, can you believe that?
A mannequin.
Alright, I am heading to go get dinner. I don't 100% know where I'm going to sleep yet. This truck stop does have old motel rooms, but I don't think they're in use anymore. There was this model bed for like truck cabins in the mall area, but I don't want to stay there and like trespass.
I feel like I go
really
crazy all the time and actually just
one of
start
those
talking
YouTubers
to
that
the
like
mannequin.
sneaks into places and just makes people's jobs harder just for views. So as far as like being here in general, there aren't any signs that say like don't live here. So I feel kind of okay about that. But obviously, if someone asked me to leave, I would respect their wishes. Anyways, I'm going to Quaker Steak and Lube for dinner, which you might remember from my Best Wings in America video. But tonight's going to be a little bit different because it's karaoke night. I put my name on the list for karaoke, and as I sat there, I found myself getting way more nervous than I expected. I mean, I was literally about to sing for like 8 people and 1 dog. This may sound overdramatic, but the Eleanor Roosevelt quote popped into my head that says, "Do one thing every day that scares you." Eventually, they called my name, and I just went for it. After that, I just got to enjoy my dinner while the rest of my new friends sang their songs. And after dinner, I decided to take a little stroll outside.
Be there
you might be asking yourself, Sam, why are you doing this? I'm still at the truck stop, by the way. This is just a sick view from one of the back edges of the property. But that would be a fair question. Basically, as soon as it occurred to me that there were enough amenities here to survive off of, it kind of became like a Barney Stinson challenge accepted type moment.
No socks, you got the other window open.
Right now, I feel great. Like, it should be relatively easy to finish, but I also haven't spent the
way
day
you
here,
go look
so
out Chris's
I might feel
window.
very differently in the morning. But right now, I gotta find some dessert. Okay, here's my plan. Dark has fallen and all the truckers are hunkering down for the night.
I'll spray you again.
Like me. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit, then go try to catch a movie at the movie theater. Doze off during the movie. Oops, it's 5 a.m. Sorry, fell asleep watching the movie. It's a foolproof plan.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Cat. Don't do it. Don't.
Oh, gosh. Okay, those also aren't even the type of chairs I thought they would be.
Because they knew what was happening.
So, I'm in my car. It's a foolproof plan. Truck drivers are all sleeping in their trucks, so what's the difference? I actually brought a sleeping bag and sleeping pad in case this happens, so not so bad. Tomorrow, I'm going to continue to explore and try to get an adjustment from the truck stop chiropractor.
Yeah, it's got like 2 bars of poopy in it. like there was one and then it just pooped again. I already know.
Yeah.
He went back there and made stanky.
What the fuck have you been eating, cat?
Cat food? Here's the two stanky pies and the cat shit. You guys taking your poo poo out. Oh wow. I got you. The poo poo's going out. What, stanky butt? Yeah, you got a stanky butt. You got a stanky butt. Purr, 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 stanky butt. Purr, purr, 101, purr, purr. Why'd you lock both locks?
I didn't.
Oh.
I was going to lock this lock, but then wait a minute, Dad is home. I can't.
No, I did that last night, but that's only because I went to lay fucking
Down.
down. I was the only one fucking
Home anyway.
home, and I made sure I had an alarm set for 2 fucking o'clock in the morning. If I
Okay,
would
good
have
morning.
asleep, I'd be up
This
before
morning
you
I
got
woke up,
Home.
I went to the gym, I booked a hot shower, that was awesome.
Even when the lights
They
when he
provided
gets home
towels
early,
and soap.
he gets
I got a
about
hot
3
breakfast at the
seconds
deli
late.
line. I went to Caribou
That one
Coffee and
time when
spent some
he
time
got home early,
journaling
he
and
got home
reading.
at
And now,
4:50.
They
I'm
don't
hanging out here at
close
this
until
picnic
2
table
anyway.
talking to you. Okay,
As long as I
morale
get up
after
right at
one night, surprisingly
2,
good.
no matter
I feel
how
like I
long it
slept
takes
much
them
better than I expected
to
to in the
clean your
car.
clothes.
Somehow there was enough room for me to lie down completely without being in the fetal position all night. And yeah, after getting to take the morning slow and just exercise and eat and shower and all that, I feel really good. This afternoon, I'm going to try to get my back cracked by this chiropractor, which I'm a little skeptical about. It seems too good to be true. But first, I need to eat my lunch, and I'm excited about lunch because it's from the sponsor of this video, Factor. Factor is a company that delivers chef-prepared, dietitian-approved meals right to your doorstep. Look, I'm busy, you're busy. Oh, maybe you're a trucker, like me. Sometimes at the end of a long day, cooking dinner is the last thing I want to do, but Factor's meals are ready in just 2 minutes. So not only is it faster and cheaper than takeout, there's also no cleanup. I also appreciate that they offset 100% of their delivery emissions, so the process is completely carbon neutral. This right here is a spicy jalapeno beef bowl, which is phenomenal. And the other night I was eating some roasted vegetable fusilli, which was... The meals are fresh, never frozen, and it's been so nice to just have a bunch of quality meals ready to go in my fridge. They also sent me some juice smoothies, which are very tasty. So head to Factor75.com or click the link below and use code REVIEW50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. That's Factor75.com, and the code is REVUE50. Tricky word to spell, but I believe in you guys. It's also in the description, so you can just copy and paste it to get 50% off your first box from Factor. Also, you guys, it is pouring right now. Fortunately, my next activity would be indoors, going to the chiropractor. I wish I could tell you it was like the best deal I've ever gotten or a terrible experience, but I would say it was pretty neutral. He used this jabby thing that I didn't really understand, and then he kept checking the length of my legs. If you can't tell, this was my first time going to a chiropractor, so I know nothing. He did get one really good crack in that felt great. But to be 100% honest, I wasn't sure if I felt all that different afterwards. All right, it is now 5 p.m., which means I've been here for 24 hours. We're at the halfway point. I think being reminded that I'm only halfway is a good wake-up call. For some reason, I keep thinking that I'm almost done, but that's not the case. I spent the afternoon getting some work done, talking on the phone with some friends with my cool new headset. I ate another Factor box because I had an extra and I was hungry. I sat in this massage chair that was surprisingly violent. The chiropractor also walked by while I was sitting there, which was a little bit awkward. Super nice guy, but he gave me this look like, do I mean nothing to you? Also, get this, I was walking by the quarter machine, and without bumping into it or anything, it just spits out 4 quarters for free. Honestly, this feels like a retreat in some ways. Like, I would definitely recommend getting away for an extended period of time and slowing down if you have the chance. Tonight, I'm probably going to get dinner from the food court area, and then I'm going to try to find some evening entertainment. I decided that my evening entertainment was going to be a crane game, and I found this one that was a mystery crane. So you'd pay $5, and apparently you'd play until you won. So I was like, you son of a gun, I'm in. Turns out it just ate my $5 bill. But after that, I found 3 more quarters sitting in the quarter game. So I moved on to that game since I knew I had at least 7 quarters to spare. And I'll spare you the details, but essentially I didn't win anything. I spent my 7 quarters plus another $10. I just love that game so much, even though I know that there are those little hidden slots that the majority of the quarters fall into. All right, I think I'm going to go to bed. Even though this is a 24-hour truck stop, there isn't much that's open past like 11 or 12. The truck wash, I guess, is open 24/7, but I don't think they'd be too psyched if I drove my Civic through there. Quarter game, also open 24/7, but I know my limits. I could easily spend all night there and waste thousands of dollars. Back in the car. It's like 11:45 p.m., which means I have a little over 17 hours left. I wouldn't say that I'm like at the end of my rope, but FaceTiming Rachel tonight made me want to go home and see her and Penny. Plan for tomorrow. I think I'm going to try to do some laundry because the pile of clothes that I'm using to prop up this pillow includes some socks that smell like death. And then I'm going to conquer the final boss of my stay here, the barber shop. Who knows what kind of haircut I'm going to get from a gas station. All right, good night.
We fly toward the horizon of tomorrow through open sky. We thrive because our hearts are made to beat the red and blue. At the University of Dayton.
Good morning. It's currently 11:15 a.m., which means I have a little under 6 hours left here. Time flies, I guess. This morning I woke up, made my bed, went for a little run. Turns out running the perimeter of the entire property is like 1.5 miles, so I just did that twice for a nice little 5K. I got a shower, and then went and grabbed breakfast, and then I grabbed an iced vanilla latte and ended my morning routine with some reading and journaling. Basically, in my time left here, I'm going to have lunch, and I'm going to get a haircut, and I feel good about making it to the end, but I just feel like I'm not getting the full trucker experience, so I'm going to try to see if I can find a trucker who's willing to give me a tour of the cab of his truck. I've just always wondered what it's like on the inside of those things, like where they actually stay. Well, guys, I chickened out. I asked 2 different drivers, and they said they weren't interested. And then I did like a lap around the entire parking lot and tried to find someone inside, but I didn't want to bother anybody. You know, people are like here trying to get food or rest. A lot of folks are actually here with their spouses, who I guess travel with them for some trips. I know you're probably disappointed. I am too. If you want to know what the inside of a truck cab looks like, I'll throw up a picture right now so you can still see that. Besides that, I feel like the rest of my day was pretty good. I went and bought some detergent so I could do some laundry. I grabbed a couple slices of pizza and a fun drink. And then I went to get that haircut. While I was waiting for that haircut, 9 more quarters fell out of the quarter machine. Anyways, turns out I had nothing to be worried about with the haircut. They were total professionals. It's like a legit salon in there. I thought about asking for something wild like highlights or frosted tips, but I have a family event coming up next week and I can't show up to that looking like a fool. So I just played it safe and asked her to clean up around my ears and the back of my neck. She did a great job. And then just now I went back to the mall area because I wanted to get Rachel Rachel a thank you gift for letting me abandon her for the weekend to come and live at this truck stop. I thought about getting her a trinket or something dumb, but ultimately just went with something that I know she likes, which is Mackinac Island fudge, which, by the way, I definitely thought those were like specialty taco shells from far away. And then I grabbed some boiled peanuts for me, which were surprisingly good for having sat in this miniature hot tub at a gas station all day. Currently, it's after 4 p.m., which means I have less than an hour left in my time here. While it wasn't the most pleasant experience at all times, I can safely say this place has more than enough amenities to survive on. And even though I had a good experience sleeping in my car, I would just strongly encourage you to make smart decisions when you're traveling, especially if you're traveling alone. All that being said, I did this, kind of for fun. Much respect to the truckers that do this for weeks at a time out of necessity for their job. Okay, with my remaining time, I think there's only one thing left to do, and that's use my 9 quarters to try to win back all of my losses from last night. Oh, wish me luck. I lost it all. I should know better at this point. All right, but just like that, it has been 48 hours. So I'm out of here. I'm going to send it back to the desk. Thanks so much for coming along on this adventure with me. Before you go, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that truck stops have often been found to be hotbeds for human trafficking.
A little bit.
Action-packed missions, to pulling off insane heists, to even becoming a superhero, GTA 5 has it all. And today, I'm on a mission to earn the Platinum Trophy. But I was not prepared for it taking over my life. We can separate the trophy grind into 3 phases, beginning with completing the story, which is amazing, by the way. We're thrown straight into it in the middle of robbing a bank. There's no better way to be introduced to a GTA game. Now, there's 2 important points to make here. 1, this prologue is very important to the entire story. And 2, I can go first person. Oh, this is so weird. The game didn't originally have first person in 2013, so this is a big deal. Especially because of this trophy, where I have to play 15 hours from this point of view. A few minutes later, the heist ends up going horribly wrong, and we fast forward 9 years to present day. This is where we take control of Franklin, and we make a big decision. This one is calling to me. The drop top, baby. The drop top. That's right, this is Grand Theft Auto, so it only makes sense that we steal 2 cars immediately. This mission serves to introduce us to the characters while also exploring a little bit of Los Santos. Now, it's been a decade since the game's release, but it still has one of the best open worlds compared to recent games, and that's on full display here. After racing through the city and escaping some police, we earn our first trophy after we make it back. In great condition too, if you ask me.
How'd Franklin end up in Los
Welcome to Los Santos, baby. We are locked in. No going back now. There, we get into a gang shootout, break into a millionaire's home, and repo another car. Basically just another day in GTA. Except this time goes a little different. You see, that millionaire whose car we just repoed is not too happy. His name is Michael, and since he's a psycho, he wants us to drive through the dealership window where he proceeds to beat up the owner. This kind of chaos resonates well with Franklin, so the 2 become friends, and Michael becomes a playable character. Michael is the worst, by the way, trust me. But what's crazier than driving through a dealership window? Bringing an entire house down. It's GTA, baby. Don't expect any rational decisions here. It turns out this house belonged to a wealthy cartel boss, and he is not happy with Michael. So, to pay for the damages, we decide to get a job as a taxi driver.
Yeah, they do.
No, I'm just playing. We rob a jewelry store instead. You see, GTA 5 revolves all around pulling off heists. This means coming up with a plan where you directly affect how a mission plays and choosing accomplices with different skill sets. The better driver takes 6% more, but it's okay. I need a trustworthy driver. Fine, it's only 6%. We're hoping to keep quiet, so this guy shouldn't make much difference. Do I want the best hacker? I do want the best hacker. It's fine. The money's not a problem. After surveilling the jewelry store, our plan consists of gassing the store so everyone is knocked out, then just picking the place clean.
Let's see how high we can go.
The getaway portion is the most fun in my opinion. Driving through the city in a high-speed chase trying to get to our truck is a blast.
Yeah, I can't get the
and the best part is I'm playing as Franklin, so I have his driving abilities. I like it. Whoa! Oh my goodness, I'm still okay. The game is even telling me to use Franklin's ability. Trust me, I'm using it. Oh my god! Oh, I fell. And eventually, I made it safely to the truck, which meant we earned a trophy. So far, I've only just scratched the surface of all the grinds in GTA 5. One long-term trophy I have to keep in mind is the gold medals. You see, every mission in GTA 5 awards you with a medal from bronze to gold. To earn the gold medals, each mission has optional objectives, with some getting pretty difficult. And for this trophy, I have to earn 70 across the entire game. I'm just gonna admit now that I earned nothing but silver on my first playthrough, so later I'm gonna have to replay the missions to hit that 70 mark. And up until this point, we haven't even met the best character yet. And that changes now. To put it mildly, Trevor is an interesting character, and the next trophy I'm going for is reuniting Trevor with Michael, who he just found out was alive because the jewelry store robbery was all over the news. Before heading into the city, we terrorized the local trailer park gang one last time, which is surprisingly a tough task, but I'm able to use Trevor's ability. Whoa, there's actually a lot of them here. Oh, I can use Trevor's ability. He's absolutely crazy, so just go into rampage mode. Each character has their own ability. Franklin can slow down time when driving, Michael can slow down time for everyone, allowing for better accuracy, and Trevor goes into a rampage. He turns into a literal bullet sponge, turning enemy gunfire into Nerf pellets. After the job is finished, we then set off to meet our old friend. The trophy is for the reunion, which goes about as well as you'd expect from an unstable psycho, who just found out his friend survived the failed heist from 9 years prior. But they make amends, sort of, by taking down a TV producer and humiliating him. The wild GTA experience continues. So with the three characters reunited, we'll fast forward a bit through the story. But first, there's one awful trophy to get out of the way. Remember that first person trophy for 15 hours? Yeah, I couldn't do it. The driving, and especially the flying in first person, was just awful. I don't know, maybe you like it, let me know if you do. But me, I played about 3 hours, then decided to AFK for 10 hours in first person to speed this up. I ended up playing the last hour for the trophy though. Oh! I don't have to play in first person anymore, finally!
I can't drive it first.
How do I change it?
Drive it first person?
Oh my goodness. This is how GTA is meant to be played right here. Third person. The next heist trophy comes later during the mission Blitz Play. Easily one of the best missions in the entire game. It involves disguises, a whole lot of gunfire, and a getaway. The goal here is to assist the FIB with robbing another government agency, the IAA. Honestly, the classic display of corrupt government shenanigans showcases the realism in GTA 5. We steal a garbage truck to block an armored vehicle in their tracks, ram into them with a force of 1,000 horses behind us, and get caught in crazy gunfire. Amazing mission, man. We're in a literal shootout with the cops. He has a... Oh my goodness, I have a bazooka. Michael's ability is fantastic. Alright, we're gonna switch to Trevor. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay up here. I feel like this is a safe place. Nope. If I can hit my shots, bro. Thank you. Someone's shooting at me. Oh, he's right there. Bro.
What the fuck?
I missed 3 shots. That's crazy. He was standing right in front of me. I missed 3 shots. Oh my goodness, that might be the worst sniper ever, bro. Oh, I gotta take out the helicopter. Oh no. Oh my, 1 shot? Never mind, I'm the best sniper. That shootout was crazy. Somehow, we only have 1 star. How does that make sense? That makes no sense. That was one of the best heists so far. There's only been 3 heists, but that's been the best one so far. At this point, I'm enjoying the hell out of this game without any worry of what's to come later. If only I knew. If you thought it couldn't get any crazier, the next heist where we rob a small bank is insane. After robbing the place, it turns into a literal war zone while we try to escape. The cops here stand no chance, and it's so fun ripping through them. Bro, this is ridiculous. Straight out of a movie. I gotta watch my ammo. I don't have unlimited ammo. Actually, what am I saying? I have 5,000 bullets. What am I saying? I don't have to watch my ammo. I should never let go of the trigger. Bro, we've got 3 tanks on us, and we're in a construction vehicle. What? But not everything went according to plan, though. Like when I had to get to a train in this clip. Don't worry, I got the trophy soon after. Are we serious, bro? I have such bad... I don't even want to say bad luck. It's my own fault. Oh, I lived! How did I live? No, that's crazy. That's crazy. Small town, big job. That heist was fun. And I still didn't get a gold, bro. Oh, I had to be accurate. I was only 33% accurate. What? And the last heist I want to cover here is the craziest one of all. We're going for the big one here, money heist style. As usual, there's different approaches to take for this. Okay, so since this is the last heist, I'm gonna go with subtle. I want to be covert. After making my decisions, we stick up an armored truck and pretend to be guards. Then just walk out with millions worth of gold. I chose the subtle approach, remember? But if only it were that simple. We of course get into a gunfight with the military, and for the best getaway mission of all, we each get our own reinforced car to speed away in. Oh my god. Damn. Hope he's okay. Oh, is it gonna blow up? Oh, damn, it did blow up. How do we get out of this situation? How do we possibly get out of this situation here? Oh, this is how we get out of it right here. Hey, this driver. We did it. That was not bad. We just robbed the whole city. We just pulled off Money Heist in like 20 minutes, and they have 5 seasons. Did I get gold? Of course I didn't. I was only 57% accurate. I thought I was doing pretty good. And the big one. There is actually one final mission to complete where you have to make a tough choice. Honestly, I wanted to choose to kill Michael here, but C is the correct answer to not miss any trophies. We then go tie up loose ends with each character. Pretty standard gunfight stuff to close out the story. Boom! To live or die in Los Santos. And now it's time for phase 2, the unbearable cleanup phase. This and the online grind is the biggest reason why people do not attempt this platinum. A quick summary of what I have to do here. 100% the game, which includes all these objectives here, complete 50 stunt jumps, fly under 50 bridges, pick up nearly 150 collectibles, earn 70 gold medals, and more. Yeah, this was gonna take a while. Let's start with a few random trophies first. This one, I had to spend 200 million in total. Although we absolutely just nuked the city's economy in that last heist, we're still only at about $50 million. So how do we quickly come up with another 150 million? The answer is we don't. Through the in-game stock market, we can simply buy and sell any stock over and over, since each time we buy, it counts towards spending 200 million, and it doesn't hurt us in any way to resell. There is a way to use the stock market to make a lot of money too, but I didn't do it. One of these purchases will be the final purchase because it'll amount to 200 million. I have not been keeping track. Oh, it's right there, actually. A lot of cheddar. There we go. Another trophy earned. This trophy is one that a lot of people have trouble with. You see, there's different properties all around the map that are available to purchase, such as an airfield or docks. As Franklin, I had to purchase a taxi company, then complete a private fair. For some reason, people often didn't receive a phone call after buying the company, and you need this call to do the private fair. Luckily, I got the call pretty quickly, and I earned this trophy easily. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. This would be impossible to do as Michael or Trevor. I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to do it at all.
Let's do this.
There's a moose. That wasn't a moose, that was a deer. Alright, so I should get a trophy as soon as I drop them off right here. There we go. All's fair in love and war. This dude is crazy, man. This dude is crazy. Yo, my bad, bro. You're good, you're good. This trophy is a pretty interesting one and a short little grind, actually. That airfield I mentioned on the previous trophy is required here. Trevor is basically stealing weapons through air and ground missions. You're timed and you have to get to an objective and back in order to steal the weapons successfully. They're pretty fun, and there's 10 missions in total that aren't too bad at all. Let's do this very carefully. No mistakes. Should pop. Oh, there we go. Tiki Industries. Arms Race. Here is by far the weirdest trophy in the game, Kiflam. This is like a weird cult that Michael can join by doing a bunch of tasks for them. It includes taking a personality test on their website, completing several monetary donations, stealing cars for them, wearing special robes that also cost another 25,000, and then sleeping in-game to pass 10 days, running through the desert for 5 miles. Yeah, it's weird. For running through the desert, I switched to first person because you actually move faster in first person, fun fact. So let's just say this trophy took a few hours. Honestly, just like every trophy in this game. And here is where things get interesting, or not. The collectible grind. I started with flying under 50 bridges using a helicopter I legally purchased with legally acquired funds. I began following a map of every bridge in the game and marking them when I completed them. If you didn't know, GTA has no in-game tracker of which bridges you've completed. There's actually no tracker for any collectibles at all. So if you happen to follow a guide and you miss one, there is no way to tell which one you missed without going through each one from the beginning. And this totally didn't happen to me. No way. Honestly, the bridges were mostly straightforward. Next was something called knife flights. This one's pretty sick because you fly a plane sideways between 2 buildings. The trick here is to go to flight school and begin mission 3. This one is not timed and allows you to fly all over the city for as long as you want. Collectibles still count here, so it's perfect for completing the knife flights. On top of that, if you die, you respawn with your plane, making this the perfect mission for this trophy. Using the same map from earlier, I was able to get these done pretty easily. I gotta say, flying in GTA is actually a lot of fun. Alright, can we slow down, Buzzard? Boom! Boom! See, I knew exactly what I was missing, man. Close shave. But what isn't fun is the grind for letter scraps and UFO parts. There are a total of 100 combined collectibles here that were just straight up awful. They take hours to complete and are hard to spot until you get really close. To make this a little easier, I flew around in a helicopter to each location, marking off my map when I picked one up. You don't really realize how large GTA's map is until you do the collectibles. Once you collect all 50 UFO boxes, you get awarded with a pretty cool prize, and not just a trophy.
They're far more evolved than we are.
Oh man. I think I get that car right there. I'm pretty sure that car is mine. Sweet, from beyond the stars. I'm taking the space docker. Yeah. Look at this car. W car. And as for the letter scraps, they're used to solve the murder of Lenora Johnson. Solving this murder mystery also counts for a gold medal, so that's efficiency if you ask me. Sweet, a mystery solved. And I should have got my gold medal. Yep. The stunt jumps are the last collectible I need to finish. They're scattered all over the map, just like everything else, and there's no way to see what's been done. There's one big difference.
Oh my god. I used to use that all the time to get away from the cops in number 4.
What, that car?
No. The stunt jumps.
Oh.
You wanna be they're too stupid enough to actually just drive up the damn thing. But the cops are too smart enough and stuff, but they're like the only ones that if they're not inside the car, if they're outside their cop cars, they're the only ones who would not fully go in the water to where they would just drown.
Nice.
They're like the only good cops in the GTA universe, which is number 4 out of this era that ain't like 8-bit.
Here though. Stunt jumps absolutely stink. The jumps require you to be very precise. If you drive too fast, you'll go
3,
way too far and fail. If you drive too slow, you'll
Vice
also
City,
fail.
Liberty
If you jump in
City,
the wrong direction, you guessed it, you
GTA
fail.
45.
Some jumps are recommended to be done with a motorcycle, and if you mess up, well, you might actually die too and fail. Every time I made a mistake, I had to make my way back to the jump with the correct vehicle and try again. And trust me, I made a lot of mistakes. I was using the map to keep track of the jumps, and that worked out well for the most part, until I got here. This prison jump is one of the most precise and annoying jumps in the entire game. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, this took me like 30 tries. And look what happens when I finally made it. Bruh. I'm sure by now you can see why GTA 5 is so grindy. And this was the final stunt jump I left for last. It was difficult because it requires a ton of speed to jump over 3 highways and land on this helipad. I kept failing earlier and it was so annoying so I left it. But now it was stopping me from the trophy. Or so I thought. Yeah, there was one jump left. I have no clue how I messed this up when I was using a guide and marking them off a map. And since I had no clue which one I was missing, all I really could do was follow the guide again all the way from the start. And this took forever. Even the bridge, the flying and the knife flights, those are way more fun.
That's the bigger city after you beat all the fucking missions in the little
This is not it! Damn it,
it.
if you go for GTA 5 Platinum, definitely make sure you pay better attention than I did on these. I ended up having to go through 37 jumps again before finding the one I was missing. And I only found it because the trophy popped. I was not prepared. Alright guys, this is the one.
By asking what happened to those people.
This is wishful thinking. But how hype would it be if I did find it right here? I'm so hyped.
Be like, not see,
because you had missions that you had to go do in Los Santos.
Not Franklin, but Franklin's friend, or Franklin's friend, like, what happened to, like, the old gangs at Grove Street, talking about, CJ and stuff, and Franklin or his friend, I forget which one says what, but, he said, either they dead, or they're the CEO of a billionaire down the company. I'm hoping that CJ is alive. I'm hoping. And that he can come back in like GTA 7. Be a GTA 6, you're going back to Vice City. From GTA 3. And GTA Vice City. They also have GTA Liberty City. So the only places I know of is Vice City, Liberty City, San Andreas.
This is my family.
The bridge is open and
Ting loves to take risks. Stay away from the edge. And lately,
Players and no shooters, and that's what we got. Started.
I saved the jump.
Then you got boring to go with the BSC.
Oh, I did find it! Oh my god! Oh, finally! I had to go through and do 37 more jumps. 37 out of 50.
I wanna play.
How much time that took? Oh my goodness.
my turn
Believe it or
yet?
not, that's not even the last collectible. The submarine is used to collect
guess what
nuclear
I would
waste for
do?
this trophy. I honestly did not mind these.
Why
The
is
sub
it
moves
like
extremely
you're
slow,
going to
but
say,
anything was better than redoing every stunt
I'll
jump
go
again.
around
So no
fucking
complaints
driving
here.
and
I did
killing
mark them
people,
off the
not
map
even
though.
doing
By the
actual
way,
missions.
don't hit too many things down here because the
you'd be
sub
mad because
will
you tell me
blow
to
up,
do the
or so I'm
missions.
told. I'm a titan of a captain, so I never blew up.
And
And
then
before we
all
go
the
over the
money,
last few
Dad,
trophies
you
for
tell
single
me
player,
to
let's
leave me
actually move on to
alone.
phase 3. The online
But I'm
trophies.
doing good.
There are a ton of online trophies to acquire here, and you start by creating
Yeah,
your player
okay.
and making a few decisions.
Yeah, people. In GTA 4 and 5, I barely did any of the missions. Same thing with San Andreas.
What are you talking about? You played San Andreas when you were like 2.
I know.
You took it over from me.
I know. When I re-got San Andreas, and when my mom first had it, but and also with GTA 4 and 5, I barely freaking actually did any of the story, and literally just being a psychopath and kill people, mainly with a gun or a car. I like getting chased by the cops. I did back then.
Okay, my bike's in lawnmower still here, so I don't give a fuck.
Now, GTA Online has been updated a lot since I last played about 8 years ago, so this was all new to me. Just clicking through this menu earns me a few trophies, though. It's a lot of fun. Oh, let's go! Easy
Yeah, my
trophy.
buster. I don't care if your father.
2 trophies. Nice. This is easy. Who said this is hard? Now, you may already know, but you can actually transfer your character over if you've played GTA before. Or actually, let's see. Checking profile migration. Let's see. I wasn't sure if I could because I had a tendency to use fake emails and passwords as a kid, but it worked. Oh, I think I do have a profile to migrate. Oh! I have a character at level 85, yes sir! I didn't know if I did. Migrate. You're about to migrate your online profile? Sure. Let's do it. What can go wrong? Do it. Pimp my Sauron, baby! Fully modded weapon. Sure. Whatever you gotta do, GTA. Whatever you gotta do, Rockstar. Do it. This brought me so much closer to the longest online trophy grind of all. The journey to level 100. With the transfer, I was already at level 86, but I found out the hard way that those last 14 levels still takes well over 12 hours. Along with the levels, though, I still had a few trophies to earn. Yo, I finished the gang attack. I completed a job as a crew, killed the thief that mugged you. I modded his weapon. I'm level 50. I've won a bunch of races. Today has been an efficient day, man. This one is actually pretty fun, except for the fact that you cannot fast travel in GTA Online. There's 20 stores scattered all throughout the map, and they look like gas stations. For this trophy, all you need to do is rob all 20 stores. There we go, Stick Up Kid. I robbed 20 stores. This one is very simple to earn. All you need to do is call Merryweather and pay for a helicopter. Now this feature is pretty neat because it means you have access to a helicopter whenever you want. And trust me, I'm going to take full advantage of this later on the grind to level 100. You'll see why. Oh, it's only 5,000? Alright, let's do it.
A helicopter will be with you
Boom!
shortly.
Dialing digits. The backseat driver trophy is one of the tougher ones to complete because you need to rely on someone else completely to win a race for you. In the rally mode, there's a driver who cannot see the waypoints on the map, and then you have a passenger who can see them and is supposed to give the driver directions. This mode sucks. Now, I'm no Google Maps, so I decided to grab a few people from Stream and then choose the easiest race available, which is basically just a circle around the prison. A minute later, the trophy was mine. Oh, there it is! Backseat driver! Direct the driver to first place. I did such a good job directing my teammate to first place, so we killed it. And here is where the grind starts to get a little tougher. Numero Uno requires you to win at every competitive game type. This means I have to win one of each race, which there's several of. A few deathmatch games, darts, parachuting, golf, and more. Luckily, I did have one of my mods, Vicious, to boost with. Otherwise, it would have taken forever just to find a match for some of these. Even then, it still took over an hour to do. Finally, bro! That trophy
I
took
never knew we had
forever.
to
Shout out to
five.
Vicious for helping me with
Yeah.
that. And finally, it was time to grind for level
still
100.
actually
Sometimes I
figured
would do
it out
races
before
with
all the
chat, but
races
that wasn't
I
good for
never
RP.
knew that.
Other times we'd complete heists, which are surprisingly not
No,
great for
you
RP either.
never knew that.
That's
I
it.
didn't.
Bro, I didn't even level up. Nah, no way I'm doing that again. We're doing the crates. Nah, forget that. I'm going to the crate method. And no way.
That's the
That's
one that
it.
you try to
Instead,
play,
the best
remember,
method
but
we
now I
found
just
for
took
RP
over
was to run
anyway, so
crates. This wasn't in the game back when I played, but essentially you buy crates, then pick them
Oh,
up
yeah,
and
that's the
store
one
them
you
in a
told
warehouse.
me.
Once you pick them all up, you sell them for a good
And then
amount of
we got
RP.
San
By adding people from
again.
chat, they can actually help me. So
And
we were
you
able to do
wanna
this
say
very
that,
quickly and
that's a
efficiently.
Dover,
Even still,
that's
this
a
was taking
Dover,
forever
San
too,
Grace,
and I needed to rely on others. So there was one final method that was even better than running crates. Collectibles! Yes, again, that's right. GTA Online has its own collectibles too, separate from single player. Just when I thought I was free of monotonous grinds, I had to collect 100 action figures, 50 signal jammers, and 54 playing cards. Picking up just one of these gives you 1000 RP, except for the playing cards, which gives you 2000 RP. After some quick maths, you can see why these are easily the best option to level up. They're again scattered all over, so the best strategy is to use a flying vehicle. If you have an oppressor, it's the best option. Otherwise, you can be like me and call for a backup helicopter, then steal it and fly all around. I will say the action figures gives you a pretty cool reward. I became a superhero. I never thought I'd say that out loud. Fast forward 6 hours and I was finally done. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna parachute down. It's somewhere down there. I'm gonna parachute down. Somewhere down there. I think it's in that corner. Oh, chill. Okay, didn't do a good job of parachuting, but it's okay. The last trophy. Finally. Above the law! Man! I only needed, 15 levels? And that was such a grind. Oh my goodness. Okay, technically this was phase 3, but the final few trophies are back in single player. This trophy itself can take dozens of hours, but most of the other stuff I've done up to now makes progress here for this one too. Just an example of what I had to do here is complete the 3 triathlons. These are athletic competitions where you swim, you bike, and you run a certain distance in a race. It sounds easy enough, except that the last triathlon is 30 real-life minutes long. You start with swimming, and the first-person trick works here too. That's how far ahead I am in swimming. Look at them. Look at these slow pokes. They're not even trying. Actually, they are. It's kind of sad. They're trying their hardest and they're way back there. If you're not familiar, in GTA, normally you have to mash the X button to move faster, but first person takes care of that. It doesn't work on biking though, which happens to be the longest portion of the race. I actually ended up going into my PS5 settings and messing with the button mapping so I could tap the R2 trigger instead of X, just so my thumbs wouldn't fall off. This actually is a lot easier. Changing it to R1 is so much more comfortable than tapping X. Yo, he's catching up! What? I'm mashing! How is he going so fast? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose. Why is he going so fast? Oh, you don't need first anyways? Oh, I'm chill. Bro, I'm chilling then. Chilling. So yeah, nearly 30 minutes later, this section was done, and much later, the trophy. Oh, it's the end! Oh my goodness. I want to thank absolutely nobody. We made it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna taunt them. Look at them. Look how far behind they are. Like they didn't even give me a competition, bro. Look at them. I don't even see them. Where are they? All right, I see them. I'm gonna cross the finish line now. Yeah, that was crazy.
That's the only something you would do.
There we go. Career criminal.
Wait for the slow poke just to come up,
Finally.
and then you like winning them, and you just
100% game completion. Now, I left 2 specific trophies for last. Surviving 3 minutes with all of our characters together, which seems kind of poetic, and the gold medals. Let's start with the gold medals. Alright, the train is like really far ahead this time. How many hours are you at? I looked at my hours earlier. I think they're wrong. It said 87. I don't think I'm at 87. Are we serious right now? If I have Franklin's ability, this would be easy. At this point, I only need 6 more gold medals, and for this mission, I have to jump on the train. Also, somebody in chat pointed out the obvious. You missed? Thanks for telling me, man.
You gotta follow the damn train, CJ.
And I didn't know. I didn't realize I missed the train, man.
That's why I'm getting changed.
There we go. Perfect. This is the fakest part of the game right here, by the way. Oh! I'm not Franklin. I tried using the ability and it didn't work. And that's when I found out I'm not Franklin. For this mission, I just have to drive a tow truck back to the destination without taking any damage. Is it minimal damage or no damage? I think it's no damage. I have to be a little bit more careful. I say that as I'm driving into oncoming traffic, but don't worry, we're good. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Coming through. Tow truck coming through. I should honk the horn. What game are you planning me next? I'm thinking about GTA 5, but on PS4. What do you think? Alright, so we're a law-abiding citizen here. Do not block intersection. Don't worry, I won't.
I love how he's joking.
You know, so that's a good idea. What? Yo! What is it? Yo! What's that? Yo! The truck is... It's red for them! It's green! That truck was just driving. That truck was just running a red light. So I should be good. I don't think I hit anything. It should be gold. You can instantly get the bike on repossession. Oh, don't you... Can't you, kill the guy early or something? Oh!
Good to see you.
Why did that just pop?
Hold me.
I didn't even do the mission yet. Well, we got the trophy. W's in the chat. I didn't even do the mission yet. Why did that work? And finally, the moment we've all been waiting for. The last trophy. Stunt jumps. I failed stunt jump. Classic. I need to survive 3-minute skier in the airport. I'm thinking I just get out and start a shootout with my new platinum minigun. I think that's what we're gonna do. Yo, what happened to that plane? Wait. That was not me. What? Oh, it's still on. Okay, they're getting out of the ground. Oh, nice, they made it. That's a W pilot. I'm not gonna lie. They need to give that pilot an award. That is pilot of the year. What? What? Pilot of the year, man. Is that Sully? That must be Sully. That must be Sully right there. Unfortunately, my car is destroyed, but it's for a good cause. I think to end things off, I'm gonna park over here, whip out the minigun. Actually, I don't want to die. Never mind. No, I'm gonna do it. All right, we're gonna park right here. This security guard better move out the way, bro. He better get out the way. Take out our minigun, my new minigun. Where is it? There it is. I only have 200 bullets. All right, who wants to work? Yeah. They're not blowing up.
Look how far behind they are.
All right, well, let's get back in the car. That was very anticlimactic. I didn't even blow up one car yet. Not even one car. Only had 200 bullets, and that was gone pretty quickly.
Man, you just kept driving.
Oh, there it is. 3-man army. And... yeah. Los Santos legend. The real legend is this pilot. And if you enjoyed my GTA 5 Platinum video, click on the screen here to watch my